Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for the message you're sending me and all the information you send me by email. I am keeping an eye on the news in the UK, what's going on, and I'm going to say thank you to those that have sent me the clips and screenshots that you've sent me about the old Irish Republican Army. One of their commanders, Gerry Adams. It's quite sad. Now, when I grew up in Belfast, I'm going to be honest with you, Gerry Adams' voice was never heard on TV. It was always dubbed. It was always an actor's voice because he was so dangerous. So they wouldn't let his voice on TV. Then over time, he became political side of the Republican struggles, the Republican movement. So everyone knows what he was involved in. But I find it quite strange now that Gerry Adams, for a while there, do you remember the news last year? There was a possibility that Gerry Adams was going to get compensation for being held in internment during the height of the Troubles in Northern Ireland, when dozens of British soldiers and innocent people were being killed and blown up. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, he didn't get the compensation. However, he has just won compensation, ladies and gentlemen. He's just won €100,000, £86,000, I think it is, $113,000. He's just won a libel case against the BBC, where they named him. Apparently, it was alleged from the BBC that Gerry Adams had involvement in killing an MI5 informant, which is quite sad. The fact that Gerry thought the need to sue the BBC for that. Here's where I am, by the way. Anyway, it's quite sad that Gerry thought the need to sue the BBC over that. Now, I don't like the BBC, but there's Gerry suing again. You can't name me. Now, there's a lot of things that's been kept quiet. Gerry's fully aware of it right now. I think a lot of people are fully aware of it. You know, why would Gerry want to kill an MI5 informant? I wonder what Gerry's role during the Troubles was. I'm not going to say it personally, but you know, he wasn't just a member of this illegal organisation. I'm sure he had his fingers in all pies, didn't he? And in due course it will all come out what Gerry did during the Troubles. Not only commanding things, doing other things during the Troubles, ladies and gentlemen, which is quite sad. But there we go. He's €100,000 better off today, thanks to the British Broadcasting Corporation and winning his case for libel. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Who said that crime doesn't pay, eh?